Welcome back to Latha Prem Around the World. I am Latha.
I am Prem. If you are new to this channel, please watch our previous episodes 1 to 9, which cover the Japan series and our Baltic Cruise journey across 7 countries.
Now in episode 10, we continue our Baltic Cruise journey from Aarhus, second biggest city of Denmark, and wrapping up our 14-day voyage. We cover public library, Aarhus Cathedral, and the elegant Aarhus Theatre, a masterpiece built in 1900, still hosting performances today.
Also, we came across the Shell, a creative temporary art structure.
Aarhus is also known for its modern side. Here is the Iceberg, an iconic residential building designed to look like floating icebergs. We had a truly memorable farewell dinner. The chefs and their teams were honored with music, dance, and a joyful ramp walk. Day 14, we faced something new. Rough seas. Programs were cancelled, vomit bags placed at doors, and for the first time, we truly felt what it really means to sail through strong waves.
Finally, our journey ended as we sailed back into London. Here on the ship, the day begins with some culinary magic. Our chef is preparing a classic omelette with so much care and joy.
Just outside the Aarhus port, we were welcomed by remarkable sculptures. This one is called the 9 Bronze Casters. It's a tribute to the city's dock workers, showing the hard labor of loading and unloading ships, a vital part of Aarhus' maritime history.
The old fisherman statue, sitting calmly on a bench, it represents the deep fishing traditions that shaped this harbour city.
From the harbour, we walked to Dokk1, main public library and cultural centre.
The design is so unique, open and transparent. No wonder it was named Public Library of the Year in 2016.
As we walked towards the cathedral, the streets felt so calm and peaceful.
We notice many locals cycling by. It is clear cycling is a way of life here. We will share more about Aarhus cycling culture later in this episode.
Now, in front of us stands the magnificent Aarhus Cathedral.
This Gothic masterpiece dates back to the 12th century, and this is Denmark's longest and tallest church.
Its red brick facade and towering spire dominate the city skyline. Inside, you'll find medieval frescoes, the country's largest stained glass window.
Truly, the cathedral is not just a place of worship, but a symbol of Aarhus' rich history and architectural legacy.
Just across from the cathedral is the stunning Aarhus Theatre. Built in the early 1900s, it marked the city's cultural rise.
Funded by the citizens, it still stands as a proud symbol of community spirit. Next to the theatre is the Shell, a temporary woven art piece. It blends natural design with historic surroundings.
These pop up during festivals, bringing creativity into Aarhus public spaces. From here, we hopped on a city tour bus. As we drove past, we admired the lovely parks with rows of lush green trees. Aarhus streets beautifully blend classic European elegance with harmonious rows of uniform buildings.
Denmark is famous for its cycling culture, and Aarhus is no exception. With dedicated bike lanes, bicycle streets, and even cycling superhighways, it is one of the most cycle-friendly cities in the world.
People here cycle year round. It's not just transport, it's a healthy and sustainable lifestyle.
The striking rainbow ring on the roof of the Aarhus Art Museum, one of the largest in Northern Europe.
Aarhus University is Denmark's second oldest and largest university, world renowned for research. Something unique in Aarhus, the streetlights. Instead of lamp posts, they hang from wires across the streets. A perfect example of Danish design, smart, minimalist and beautiful.
On both sides of the road, rows of charming identical houses stretched endlessly, giving the streets a graceful and uniform look. By seeing these houses, we felt proud of the sense of equality and no discrimination among the public.
Aarhus is full of contrasts. These sleek glass buildings show its modern side. A true Scandinavian design, minimal, elegant and innovative. They beautifully complement the city's historic architecture, creating a perfect blend of old and new.
Here comes the city's modern tram, which efficiently connects the city center with outer neighborhoods and even nearby towns. It is another great example of Aarhus' focus on sustainable transport.
That tall building is Aarhus City Tower, one of the tallest in the city at 94 meters. It's a modern landmark on Aarhus skyline.
This building is charming. Its ivy and warm yellow bricks make it truly stand out.
Part of Aarhus University, it feels serene and garden-like, blending natural beauty with academic excellence. No wonder it is so highly regarded. Aarhus continues to surprise us with its modern buildings scattered throughout the city. Each structure adds to its reputation as a hub of contemporary Scandinavian design. We are almost at the end of our Aarhus tour.
The port waterfront, featuring the harbour bar, where locals swim, and of course, the iconic Dokk1 Cultural Center.
From here, we head back to our ship, cherishing all these wonderful sights and experiences from Aarhus. Back on the ship, the atrium had been transformed into a stage of celebration.
Yes, it was the time for the chef's walk, a beautiful ceremony to thank the culinary team who kept us well fed throughout the voyage.
Chefs from all the galleys paraded proudly along decks 7, 6 and 5, waving to the passengers.
The music, the colorful lights and even balloons filled the space. It felt so festive.
What began as a formal thank you quickly turned into a joyful party. Everyone was clapping, cheering, and soon dancing together.
It was such a touching moment. Passengers and crew celebrating side by side. Truly a memory to treasure.
Later, we went up to the top deck to watch the ship sail away from Aarhus.
The harbour looked enchanting in the evening sunlight, and one building really stood out, the Iceberg.
Yes, its jagged white design looks just like floating icebergs. A perfect example of modern Danish architecture, and such a striking symbol of Aarhus waterfront transformation.
What a beautiful farewell sight as he left Aarhus behind.
On our way to the grand farewell party dinner, we passed through the ship's lounges and relaxing spaces.
Live music was playing, setting such a joyful and festive mood everywhere.
Fun began. More than 100 chefs and their teams entered the huge dining hall in a cheerful ramp walk.
They were clapping, smiling, and greeting the passengers.
Everyone joined in, rolling their towels in the air and clapping to the rhythm of the music.
The energy in the room was simply electric.
The chefs returned for a second walk, but this time with a twist.
They came in dancing, carrying cakes with glowing candles.
The music grew louder, the passengers clapped and laughed, and the entire hall turned into a celebration of joy.
It was not just a dinner, it was a memory of gratitude, happiness, and togetherness.
The evening continued with music, laughter, and dance filling the dining hall. Truly a perfect way to say farewell to our unforgettable Baltic Cruise journey. we are sure this farewell party brought a smile to your face.
Attention, please may I have your attention. This is the navigational bridge. The drill is now over. I repeat, the crew drill is now over. Thank you very much for your understanding and participation. Any signal you may hear from now on should be treated as a genuine. Thank you.
Everything felt slightly swaying.
As we walked through the corridor, we looked out the windows. The ocean was no longer calm. The waves had started to show their fury. Soon we saw a sign: open decks are closed due to strong wind. The sea revealed its true power.
White foamy waves splashed near the ship, twisting and dancing violently. It was both breathtaking and frightening. For the first time, we felt how furious the ocean could be.
Back in our cabin, the sea looked even scarier.
From our cabin on deck 10, we could hear squeaky, shaky noises and feel the noticeable swaying of the ship.
After 13 days of calm cruising, this was a complete surprise.
By lunchtime, we were already feeling seasick.
I had to go straight to bed, skipping the meal.
It was definitely not the day for dining or walking around. We captured our last moments of this rough sea adventure. Looking back, this cruise was truly unforgettable. From calm seas to rough waves, from magical cities to memorable ship moments.
The next day morning, we would reach London Tilbury International Port.
We would absolutely recommend everyone to experience a journey like this, at least once in their lifetime. It was our unforgettable Baltic Cruise journey. In our next episode 11, we are starting the USA series, and our first stop is New York City. Get ready to explore the iconic sights of the Big Apple. We will be visiting the Statue of Liberty and Times Square. Then a walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, one of New York's most famous landmarks. We will also pay tribute at the 9/11 Memorial and experience the breathtaking views from One World Trade Center and the observatory. Plus the iconic Rockefeller Center, all in our first USA Adventure episode. thank you for watching. We really appreciate all your likes, comments, and support throughout this series. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and join us for more travel stories and adventures. Don't forget to click the notification bell.